Hi guys, welcome to Maybe News. Today I've made you a video about 10 longest living animals. If you like this video, give it a thumb up and subscribe our channel. Let's get started. 10. Red sea urchins. The largest of all the sea urchins, red sea urchins were once thought to live for only 7 to 10 years. However, recent studies have shown that these Pacific Ocean residents are one of the longest living animals. They live up to 10 times longer depending on their location. Red sea urchins in Southern California live approximately 50 years, while those found in Canada can live to 100 or longer, and some found in British Columbia are closer to 200 years old. Nine. Koi fish. Koi usually live for 25 to 30 years, but there are reports of koi that have reached ages of over 200 years old. One famous koi in Japan, named Hanoko, died in 1977, and a study of the growth rings of one of her scales reported that she was 226 years old. This made her older than the United States of America. 8. Elkhorn corals. Did you know that corals aren't plants? There are actually colonies of tiny living invertebrates called polyps, and unlike plants, these corals capture their food rather than making it. An Elkhorn coral also might be the longest living animal in the world. Researchers estimate that the Elkhorn corals in Florida and the Caribbean may actually have originated more than 5,000 years ago, proving that they are resilient little sea creatures. 7. Galapagos giant tortoise. The Galapagos giant tortoise is probably the best well-known animal of the Galapagos Isles. Galapagos giant tortoise keep growing until they are about 40-50 years old and can reach a weight of 500 pounds. They can grow to be 5 feet tall, and this makes them the largest tortoises in the world. In general, they are the longest living of all vertebrates. That means animals with backbones. The Galapagos giant tortoise can live for more than 100 years, the oldest recorded tortoise being 152 years old. 6. Bowhead whale. When it comes to whales, the Arctic-dwelling bowhead might not be the most familiar, but it does hold two distinct honors. First, the bowhead whale has the largest mouth of any animal. A mature male's mouth might be the 1/3 the size of its body. Second, bowheads can live to be more than 200 years old, making them the marine mammal with the longest lifespan. One whale was even found with a fragment of a harpoon dating back to the 1800s. 5. Greenland shark. The secret to the Greenland shark's longevity may be their super slow growth rate. Growing only 1 centimeter per year, Greenland sharks can live as long as 400 years, making them one of the longest-lived vertebrates on Earth. On average, though, they live closer to 272 years. And because they age so slowly, Greenland sharks don't start mating until they are at least 150 years old. 4. Tuataras. The Tuatara may be small at 2.5 feet, but it has a long history. The lizard-like animal is part of an order related to dinosaurs that roamed the Earth more than 200 million years ago. Now endangered, the remaining Tuataras live in New Zealand, including the Southland Museum's world-famous Tuatara, Henry, who became a dad for the first time at age 110. 3. Ocean quahog. Some collected specimens have been calculated to be more than 400 years old. These animals show exceptional longevity with the highest reported age for mink, the clam, of 507 years. Mink, the ocean quahog, might still be one of the world's oldest animals if scientists hadn't accidentally killed it at age 507. Born in 1499 and named for the ruling Chinese dynasty at the time, the Icelandic clam was minding its own business when researchers cracked open mink's shell to count its growth rings and killed it. 2. Tubeworms. When it comes to longevity, the general rule of thumb is that larger animals live longer. so it makes little sense why tiny tubeworm species found deep in the Gulf of Mexico can live up to 250 years. Tubeworms living at the bottom of the ocean get all their nutritional needs from bacteria, making their diet pretty bizarre too. 1. Jellyfish. It's hard to beat forever, but that's how long some of the jellyfish species can potentially live. This immortal jellyfish, only 5 mm long, can regenerate when exposed to stress or injury. Rather than dying, the jellyfish transforms its adult cells into younger cells and ages backwards to polyps again. Death is not completely preventable though. This jellyfish can be killed by predators or diseases, especially in the polyp stage. And that's all for today. Thanks guys for watching and see you in the next episode.